Dear class, today let us continue with the introduction to partnership. And now let us discuss about admission to partner. The admission of a new partner lead to a reconstruction of the partnership firm. All partners enter into new agreement for carrying out the business. The new partner obtain two primary rights in the enterprise. One is the right to share the asset of the partnership firm, and the second, the right to share the profit of the partnership firm. The admission of new partner can occur in one of the two ways. One, it might be a new partner purchase an existing partnership share. This means, and the two, the new partner can invest additional capital into the partnership. And if it's happened that a new partner bring in additional capital, the capital structures of partnership changes. So the adjustment on admission of a partnership. So the several adjustments need to be made at the time of admission of a new partner. One adjustment that is very crucial is that we have to calculate the new profit sharing ratio and the sacrificing ratios. But two is accounting for goodwill. But three is the revaluation of asset and the liabilities. And the fourth, the adjustment of capital as per new profit sharing ratios. So, for instance, if you have a DPAC and a VIC partner sharing a profit in the ratio of 2 to 3, that is mean that the DPAC has 3/5 and the VIVEC has a 2/5. So if it's happened that they admit ASHU as a new partner for 1/50 share in a profit, so you may be required to calculate a new profit sharing ratio and the sacrificing ratios. So to calculate the new profit sharing ratio, it's very simple, that we let the total profit to be 1. So new partner share is 1/5. So remaining share is 4/5. So if the old partner continue to share the profit in the ratio that they were sharing before, then the DPAC, a new sharing ratio, will be 3/5, the old sharing ratio, over remaining. What is remaining is 4/5. So it will be a 12/25. And the VIVEC new sharing ratio will be old sharing ratio 2/5 over remaining, which is 4/5. So that will be 8/5. So the new profit sharing ratio of the DPAC, VIVEC, and the ASHU is the only one will be DPAC 12/25, VIVEC 8/25, and the new one who admitted 1/5. So it becomes 12/8/5. So to calculate the sacrificing ratio is to take the old sharing ratio that they were before, 3/5, but now they get 12/25, so that we get a sacrificing ratio. So for VIVEC, sacrificing ratio is a 2/5, the one that he shared before admission of a new partner, and after admission of a new partner is the sharing ratio is 8/25. So that is how we calculate these ratios. So illustration number 2, Nea and the partner sharing profit in the ratio of 4/5/2. They admit Nisha as the new partner for 1/6 share in a profit. She required this share as 1/8 from Nea and 1/24 share from Patek. Calculate the new profit sharing ratio, the sacrificing ratio. That's also, I think, from the illustration number 1, can be obtained very easily, because now she acquired the share from NEA. So NEA, which originally has a 5/8, now took out 1/, so we deduct 1/8 from NEA. And then from Patek, who originally has a 3/8, so we take out 3/8 minus 1/24. And therefore, the new admitted initial will be taking 1/8 plus 1/24. So that's how this will be. The NEA and the Patek existing ratio is 5/8. So the NEA new shares will be 1/8 minus 1/8. 5/8 minus 1/8. So it will become 4/8. Patek new share 3/8 minus 1/24. So this is how the sacrificing ratios also will be obtained. So what is the goodwill? So by goodwill we mean a business, a good name of the business and the reputation among the customer. Now, this helps the business to earn some extra profit compared to a newly set up business. In accounting, capitalized value of this extra profit is known as a goodwill. For example, if a firm earns, say, 1,200 and the normal profit was expected from your firm is 700, that is the normal profit. So the rate of return is a 10%. In this case, goodwill is ascertained as under step 1, we may have excess profit. So the end profit is 1,200, but expected profit is that. So we have a excess profit of 500,000. So the goodwill also may be calculated based on excess profit over rate of return. So the excess profit over rate of return will give us 5,000. So the factor that affecting goodwill are as follows. We have a location, nature of the business, efficiency of the management, quality, market situation, and special advantages. So these may be the goodwill. So we have a method of evaluation of goodwill. We have 3 methods. We may use average profit method. Number 2, we may use the super profit method. And number 3, we may use utilization method. So under simple average, that's very easy, that we take a value of goodwill may be estimated from average profit times the number of years of purchase. For instance, the average profit of a firm of, say, 3 years, and the goodwill is to be calculated 2 years purchase of the average profit, work out of 25,000. It is assuming that the same profit will be the value of the goodwill. So we take average profit, that is 25 times 2 years. That average profit times 2 years, this will be 50,000 goodwill. So sometimes it might be calculated of a super profit method. And the super profit method is the excess of actual profit over the normal profit. If a business earns a certain percentage of the capital employed, it is called a normal profit. So the value of the good is calculated at an agreed number of years purchase is multiplied by the super profit. The normal is the profit which is earned by other business units of the same business. So normal profit will be calculated as follows. The normal profit, capital employed, is a normal rate of return. But actual profit, these are the profit earned during the year, or it is also taken as the average of the last few years' profit. So super profit, it happens only when we have actual profit that is greater than a normal profit. So for example, if a firm earns a profit of 65,000 on a capital, and that capital is 480,000, the normal rate of return, which is in a similar business, is 10%. Then the normal profit of 48,000 is a 48,000. If you take 4,080, 480,000 times 10% is 48,000. So the actual profit is 65. So if we are obtaining a 65,000, but the normal profit for the similar business is 48,000, so we have a super profit. So this super profit is the actual profit minus normal profit, that we get a 17. So the value of the goodwill will be taken, if the value of the goodwill is taken as a 3-year purchase of super profits, so it will become 17,000 times 3, so it will become 51,000, the value of goodwill. Or the other one that be calculated basing, goodwill may be calculated basing on a weighted average method. Under this method, a modified version of average profit method, in this method, each year profit is assigned a weight. Thereafter, each year profit is multiplied by the weight in the find product. So the total product is divided by the total of weight. As a result, we find the weighted average profit. After this value of goodwill is calculated to multiply the weight average profit into the agreed number of year of purchase. So that's the goodwill calculated as follows. Weighted average profit is equal to total product of profit over total of weight. So the value of goodwill will be a weighted average profit over number of year of purchase. Note, this method is used when observed that there is a tendency to increase of the actual profit, where the latest year profit is assigned the highest weight. For instance, if the profit to firm for past years were as follows. In 2017, we have 80,000. 2018, 85,000. 2019, 90,000. 2020, 100,000. 2021, we have 110,000. The weight to be used are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the year from 2017 to 2021. Calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of 2-year purchase of weighted average. So we assigned the weight 2017 1 to 2022 5. So if we multiply, we get a product. So weighted average profit is that product divided by 15. That is 98%. So the goodwill will be 98,000 times 2 year of purchase. So it will become 196,000. And the illustration, so following the business, following is in our business sheet of A and the B, we share profit in the ratio of 3 and 2. So their statement of financial position, we have a liabilities, standard creditor 20, capital 30, and for B is 20. And then we have, on the other end, we have so on the same date, on April 1st, C is admitted into the partnership on the following terms. 1, C is to bring in cash, which is 15,000 as a capital, and the 5,000 as a premium for goodwill for 1/6 share. The value of stock is reduced by 10%. So the stock, that is the 15, will be reduced by 10%, while plant and machinery is appreciated by 10%. So the value of plant and machinery will go up by 10%. Furniture is revalued to 9,000. Remember that furniture in a statement of financial position is 10,000. So now, after admission of C, this furniture will become 9,000. And again, a provision for doubtful debt is to be created on the sundry debtors. So the sundry debtors, we have 12,000, so that is going to be reduced by 5% as a provision for doubtful debts. And the 200 is to be provided for electricity bill. So that is not shown on a statement of financial position, and then now we are going to create an electricity bill of 200. Investment worth 1,000, not mentioned in the statement of financial position, is to be taken into account. A creditor 1,000 is not likely to claim his money and is to be written off. So we have a standard creditor of 20,000, but we have an opinion that the creditor of 1,000 is not likely to claim his money, and that this will be written off. So record journal entry and prepare evaluation account, capital account of partner, and even to rewrite also the statement of financial position once again. So this is how we are going to record those transactions. On admission of that of C bring in 20,000. So we are going to add banking 20,000 and the credit capital 15,000, the goodwill 15,000. Also, this goodwill will be shared by all the partner with all the sharing ratios. So this goodwill will be debited 5,000, but credited to A and B with their all the sharing ratio 3:2. Again, on revaluation, we have to stock counted down by 1,000, which is a 10%, and the furniture and the provision for doubtful debts. So all these will be the debit revaluation account and the credit stock, furniture, and the provision for their respective amount. Again, we have a plant and the machineries that goes up, and the investment that we didn't have in our statement of financial position. Now we introduce them. So we debit those plant and machinery, and the investment also to revaluation account 4,000. Again, there is an outstanding electricity bill that we have to account. So we debit the revaluation account and credit outstanding electricity bill. Then we have to write off debtors who are likely not to claim his money. So we debit sundry the creditors and the credit revaluation account. Again, we make a share of a revaluation account. We make it that share to all the partners with all the partners ratios, sharing ratios. So the profit that obtained on a revaluation will be 800 that will be shared between these partners. So on a revaluation account, will be shown like that. We have a stock, furniture, provision for doubtful debts, sending electricity transferred to statement of financial position after sundry creditor will be 19. Capitals, we take them from the electricity bill, cash in bank, we change. Debtors, if we less provision for doubtful debts. Stock will remain 13. Furniture, 9,000. Plant and machinery goes up by 10%, so it will be 33,000 investment. So this is how we can see. Thank you for listening.